We are live. Wednesday night with those guys and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Welcome everyone, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And this is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And if the weather is nice where you are, please let me know in the chat if the weather has been nice where you are and if you've been able to get out and fly your drones. Please tell me what the weather is like where you are and if you've been able to get out and fly your drones. Lawrence, how are you doing on this wonderful Wednesday? The springtime, the weather is getting nice. It's kind of funny here, but the weather is getting nicer and nicer.
So I'm good. I'm just
waiting
for the weather to break so I can fly more. That's all. And can never get in enough flying.
And also, I mean, how have you guys all been spending this Wednesday? I don't know how the weather is where you are, but I'm just wondering because here we don't have much sun today, but it's not bad, the temperature. It's not raining. I'm glad for that, but
Yeah, it is what it is. It's a typical March. Sunny one day, cold the next.
Yeah, up and down.
According to the weather where I'm at right now, it's 47 degrees and it feels like 44.
Okay.
And partly cloudy. Hell, it's been cloudy all day.
Okay. You know who hit me up? Hank hit me up.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been trying to hit him up on Facebook, but he answers it once a month and shit, so I don't know.
He hit me up about coming through Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
He's not at that spot anymore. They're developing that place. He's at a new place now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got a new spot.
I thought I'd let you know because I went by there to go say hello to him, and it was fenced off. Construction has started. They got cranes in there, all kinds of work. They're gonna turn that into beachfront property there.
Oh, wow.
Or should I say bayfront property?
Yeah, okay. That's what we're calling it now? That's the new thing.
Yes.
Bayfront property.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got you. Okay, let me see. I got a message from Hank, right? Here we go. From Hank, all right?
A good guy.
Okay.
What do you say?
He said some Bay Wildlife Refuge.
Okay, you want to know where he is? On Cross Bay Boulevard, between Howard Beach and Broad Channel, there is a National Wildlife Refuge / reserve. You know where they go bird watching in Jamaica Bay? That's where he is. That's where he is. He's launching from there.
Okay.
Which is a lot closer to the airport than we were in his first spot. What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday, hump day. Hope all is well. I see a few people in here we haven't seen in a minute. We'll give roll call in about 5 minutes. Get some people more time.
Apparently, he has an event taking place on Saturday and Sunday.
I did see something to that effect. It's some museum actually, you know how he recycles. This guy goes along the beach and picks up garbage. If there are no garbage cans, he makes or creates garbage cans and puts them there. There's an art display, I believe, at this place of all of the garbage people have collected out of Jamaica Bay. I'm pretty sure of it. It's a face. Huh?
You probably build a house.
Almost, but you see weird stuff. You do see weird stuff, and the people drop off the boats in the bay. Before it used to be people, remember, in the 70s and 80s, the mobsters?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a great dumping spot for them.
What, the people?
Yeah.
So they put the people in the exhibit?
Oh, no, you're bugging. No, I hope not, man. Please.
You said you should be surprised at the things that they find in there, and
It's true. It's true.
then you went into saying the people.
What's up? What's up? We're gonna shout out everybody in the chat.
I felt the same way about what's it Shirley Chisholm State Park?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
building a state park on a garbage dump, you mean? That or what?
Not so much that, but whomever else was living there.
Oh yeah, had to go. Yeah, that's true. That's including wildlife.
That's for a different type of live stream.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, hit that thumbs up when you come in. I got some good news.
About who?
Next week's guest.
Who?
Next week's guest to my little FPV section, and next week's FPV guest.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. You guys like him. Some of you don't like him, but he's going to be on.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a secret that you had.
Oh well, it won't be when I say who, but our boy Drone Worship, Dan the Man, I Fix Shit.
Okay.
Is going to be on next weekend on here, and it's kind of he gave me a video to show.
Okay. Well, we'll play it next week.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, no problem.
We actually get to hear from him this week. We have Sky Control Productions on. Good morning, Rob and Sue over in Australia. 508.
What's going on there, man? But
Good morning. We're starting earlier.
The spring is coming, right? And a lot more. This is becoming more and more time to fly your drones. Guys are getting out, I guess, more and more to be able to. The weather's starting to break.
Yeah.
At least, hopefully. I mean, I'm hoping, and the guys will be able to get out more and fly their drones, and all these drones that DJI sold them throughout the winter. You know what I mean? All that Air 3S, you know what I mean? Now you can really get out there and mess around with it. This is your time.
Yeah, this is true. Hold on a second. Go ahead. I got stuff. There you go. There he is. Dan the Man. How are you?
Oh, hey, what's good, bro?
See? It's like a genie. You rub the bottle and he shows up.
Oh, that's what it is.
I mentioned you. I was saying you were going to be a guest on next week, Dan. And it'll be something a little special.
Something a little special.
Yeah.
How special will it be?
Well, we shall see. We got to wait until next week to find out. We may have to put the 18 plus marker on this one.
Would we?
I think we might.
I'm hoping not, but like I said, springtime's coming. Springtime is here, and the weather is getting better. And I'm hoping that guys get to get out and fly their drones more. There's a lot of meetups coming up, and
it's 5:10. Let's give roll call real quick.
Hold on a minute. I'm speaking. I am speaking.
Okay.
And when I'm finished, we can do roll.
Okay, fair enough.
Seriously. Springtime is here, right? And this is like one of the best times for guys to get out and fly all of these drones and use all of these action cams and stuff that they purchased from DJI throughout all of the nice, cold, nasty winter that we've had across the country. And hopefully the weather's breaking across the country for everyone, and they've been able to get out and hang out and do their thing. So now, Lawrence, let me know, who do we have in the house with us tonight? Tell me, please. Tell me, please.
All right, starting out real quick.
Because I saw about 10 or 13 people.
Next week's guest. Yeah, next week's guest going to be on. Dan the Man, I Fix Shit, will be on during our little FPV section. So all the way from Australia, your feet on the ground, Rob and Sue, listening to us all the way over there in Australia. Shout out someone I haven't seen in a minute. I'm glad to see you around. Uncle Bill's Toys. What's up, Uncle Bill? How are you? Hope all is well. Giggles FPV. I think this is TJ Giggles' final name change there. Shout out to TJ. We have Steve, SJM Drones and Media, all the way from across the pond over in Europe over there somewhere. Waypoint, New England. Shout out to you for coming. Ritual coming every week, being here like the rest of you guys. Chris Hope. I hope all is well. I haven't seen you in a while. I think he was celebrating a family birthday. Take off, lift, and land. Eldon from the Bronx. Shout out to you. Frank Rizzo's listening in the cut. Shout out to Frank Rizzo. Jody. Hope all is well. And I believe that is it. Explicit FPV was here earlier. I don't know if he still is, but shout out to him as well. That's it. There we go. That's it. We said hello to hold on, John Olson just came in.
Huh? Was that Mr. Crow? What? Mr. What? Cool.
Oh, Brooklyn Jimmy lurking in the cut. Mr. Crowley and his drone.
What? No.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, Mr. Crowley and his drone. Brooklyn Jimmy says he's lurking in the cut. And John Olson just got here. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Wednesday Night with those guys.
Three, right? Three?
Yep, that was it. Okay, I think we're good.
3.
I believe on next week's show, TJ is also supposed to release his big info in the comments. I don't know.
TJ?
I don't know. CT Pirate, John. CT Pirate is here also.
He was here from like one of the first people here.
Welcome, Josh. My first time seeing your name here or seeing you in the chat. Welcome to Wednesday Night with those guys. What do we have next? The Josh Primer, that CT Pirate, who was here earlier.
Yeah, he was one of the first people in here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah,
well, thank you for popping in, Josh. We appreciate you. Feel free to hang out. We talk a little bit about drones and other drone-related stuff. Huh?
And we talk a lot about drones of all kinds, the stuff we can fly and the stuff we might be flying in and the stuff that might be carrying our packages, whatever it might be, whether it might be something whatever the military's got working on, but a lot of stuff about the drones that are saving lives. And one of the things that I want to mention is that we just do it and have a little bit of fun doing it. So, I mean, as far as that's concerned, and we talk about a lot of things and we share in the community about different events that's going on. So that's what's happening on this channel. So I don't know. What do you think, Lawrence? I mean, that's what
that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I just supported the channel, Josh, for coming in. We appreciate you. Hopefully you can hear something here you may or may not have heard. Drone related. Who knows?
All right.
Yeah. All right. What's up?
Right.
Rob asking about the Mavic 4 video that everybody's posting out there. Yeah, we saw it.
Okay, yeah. Well,
we saw it. Are you guys ready to pay that money? If y'all were bitching about how much the Mavic 3 costs, damn.
No, but the Mavic 4, I mean, it's a tough. That's going to be a tough one for a lot of people. And when we started looking at it and talking at pricing, and it's going to be a tough one for some. It's not, but I don't. I like the drone from what I've seen and what I've read. What do you think? I don't know.
I definitely would like one. I don't know if economics will dictate that one will cross my path in the near future, but there's a very strong possibility that I could get rid of some older birds to finally make that jump to OcuSync 4, because that would be the only thing that would get me on OcuSync 4.
That's what it is.
That and a smart controller. I'm just saying, Christmas is a long ways away. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens.
I don't know. I just I'll talk about it, but I just wanted to mention that there was a few things happening out there that I saw that we had mentioned last week, and I see that they're still juggling stuff around, but with the was that the spring sale was the specials?
Yeah.
Sales at up to 35% off.
Yeah, man.
With exclusive 25% off on 25% on DJI credit rewards.
They can see it, right? They can see the screen. I'm hoping. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see the screen.
I'm sharing the screen. I shared the screen.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Did you share it?
Yes, I am. But it has a tab here. It's a view screen, y'all.
So if you check out the you got the Mini 4K, the drone that seems to never go away. It's now here. We have it at $249, and it's also available on Amazon if you check it out in that same price. And you got the Osmo Action 5 Pro Adventure Combo for $369. You cannot beat that. If you check that out, that is also, I believe, available on Amazon.
Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Shipped by Amazon. But here's an even better deal that I like. This Action 4, because these Action series cameras seem to be giving GoPro a go for their guns. Now, they have the Action 4 here, but the Action 3 is, I think, even close to about 189, something weird like that. Good GoPro cameras, not good for flying FPV. As the FPV pilots have pointed out, this screen right here is a lot of glass to break when you're flying FPV. The Osmo Pocket is $5. There's no price off on that.
Oh no, they just got the rewards.
Things regular priced, pretty much. Hold on.
They're offering the rewards, and if you look down where they have the stuff that's back, that's what do you call it? That's back.
Oh, yes. Hold on, let me pull this back up. There's back in stock. This is the stuff that's back in stock. The Air 3S is back in stock. The Mini 4 Pro, just the Bird. Oh, it's the Bird with the RC-N3 R2D2 controller, and then they have the Pro, the Mini 4 Pro with the RC-N2 ABC controller. I'm just saying. Oh, and for those of you who did not get the Avata for $1,000 and a single battery, you get the Bird. That's really not too bad if you already have the goggles. I mean,
oh yeah,
so it is what it is. Holiday time, no holidays are coming. No holidays are around anytime soon.
That's
Easter. You think they'll have any kind of Easter sales?
Well, I mean, they got the Espresso Spring. Those are all the spring.
The spring that would make sense.
Those are the spring deals that are out, and one of the things that I wanted to mention is that mini that was at the Mini 4K. Wow, I always tease it because I always tease the mini drones. It's like, it's. I remember, like, back when I first started,
Hey, Ray.
you had to jump in, or you had no, or there was no not an entry level to get you the feel of it. And these mini drones are like the most popular of the bunch of the drones that DJI is putting out, because you got in, say, a toy grade platform,
Mm-hmm.
a quality drone that performs as well as, well will outperform any other
It'll
drone.
outperform any other toy grade. I get what you're saying.
That mini 4K will far outperform almost any drone in its price range.
Right, right.
You know, truthfully speaking, of its type. And when you look at it, if you go to Amazon where it's made its debut and you check out some of the things that's out there at its price
Mm-hmm.
range, try to beat it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And you'll probably pay about 200 and something dollars before you stop buying those cheaper drones and realize that spent the $200 on this 4K drone.
Hmm.
Your problems would be less. I experienced that.
Hmm.
I went through it. People were like, "Yo, get DJI, get DJI," and I went around DJI, went with Hubson, um, all other types. I spent a good amount of money, and I could have got a Phantom
Hmm.
just right out the box.
And what's this other drone that everybody is talking about now? What is it called? The placenta or something like that? I don't know.
The placenta.
I don't know.
Oh no. Yeah, sub 250 DJI drones are the future. Only for you guys that want to
Okay.
Focentic. Josh said Focentic.
Okay. All right. My bad. I'm sorry.
You got jokes. But it's true. You guys are gonna see. You guys don't want to stay a hobbyist in this hobby. You'll be
Mhm.
able to fly sub 250 class. I honestly believe anything over sub 250 class would be geared um, more towards Part 107 professional.
Well, yeah. Well, or
And
photographer.
if I
Yeah,
hear one more damn
photographer would
person,
have to.
hold on, Herman. The
What?
views and opinions heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel and or in the chat. Okay. I put my disclaimer in. Hey, what's up, Big Matt? I put my disclaimer in, but if I hear one more damn person saying
Big man.
you can map areas with your Mini 4. Yes, you can. Will it be the quality of a 1-inch or 4/3 sensor? No, it won't.
Can we stick? Can we
Okay.
stick
I
on the
got it out
DJI?
my system. I got it out. I'm
I
good
don't
now.
know why you needed to get that out of your system. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why you write that?
Because I keep seeing advertisements on Facebook and social media saying you could take this drone and make money.
Did you
You
see the?
know,
Did you see the show lineup?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. So now we got coming up, right? What, the South Florida drone meetup is coming up? Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
it's on in the sun, South Florida drone meetup. There we go, drone in the sky, picture taking. That's funny. A drone taking a picture of a drone taking a picture. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. No, but yeah, the South Florida drone meetup was great. I mean, we went twice to it. It, I would love to make it this year, but I can't make it this year. But honestly, the best part of the South Florida drone meetup for me was, and I found this out the first time I went, was to actually, hey Ray Kelly, what's going on? To mic up, right,
Yeah.
and walk around and introduce everybody on camera and get everybody to speak to me on camera.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the best way to capture the South Florida drone meetup, that in the area around the meetup. But
How long was that? How long was that video? Time wise,
I don't remember. It's on YouTube. Well, the both of them that I've done is on YouTube.
yeah,
The one from a couple of years ago and the one from last year.
yeah, Ray. We can't make it this year,
Yeah, I got
unfortunately.
something that. Anyway,
Can't make it.
I'll tell you, Ray. I'll tell you.
All right. What's going on now?
Yeah. So South Florida drone meetup. Like I said, to meet and talk with guys. It's really no flying going on. I mean, the guys that are flying they're talking and watching their birds hover.
I did more talking than I did flying as well. I had to literally walk away from the crowd to go fly FPV.
Mm-hmm.
Because for one, some of the guys that I've flown with, and a lot of you I have not. So I'm real paranoid about putting my bird in the air with people I don't know how they fly. It's
I just wait till it died down and then you put your bird up and get it.
Yeah. I mean, living in New York here, we have had meetups with 25, 30 people. I think one meetup we may have broke about 40, 45, and after that meetup, it's good to have extra batteries because then we would all break up into smaller groups and just go all around New York. But now with the rules and changes, some of the places we used to fly, Herman, we can't fly anymore.
Who? Where? What?
Well, some of the old spots we used to fly at.
Here in New York, right?
Yes, here in New York, yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Got 2 minutes to a sponsor.
What happened? 2 minutes to a sponsor, but it is what it is. But the reason for it is because of all of the things that have been going on and the so-called security. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you remember what's that blue slip?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at where the location of it is, and we were flying that area over there, and that's always good. It was always clear to fly, but it was cool.
Yeah. Now it's a little different.
Now you got 3 towers that are complete with apartments that range to the thousands. People might not want you flying around there anymore. It was the only free shot, legal shot of the UN.
That's true. You're right. You're 100% right. The closest you could get to the UN without them launching a helicopter after your ass. That's all I'm saying.
And you guys with the zoom, you could have zoomed right in and got a nice picture.
Right now, I see
But
people
anyway,
they zoom in now so well.
No, but
I'm not a big user of the zoom on my drone though, for some reason.
I wasn't either, but like I said, the South Florida Drone Meetup, Lawrence, is supposed to be taking place between April 5th to the 7th, and it's the biggest meetup going, man. The best thing out there right now. There's nothing beating it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys have, I mean, if you haven't made your reservations, then I don't know how they like tents or you sleeping in your car in the parking lot, but I don't think they would mind you joining on the free breakfast in the morning in the lobby.
True.
It's a nice hotel. The people are wonderful. Ray Kelly puts on a beautiful spread. I'm telling you, you guys, if you
And
haven't,
they have a boat ride on over the weekend
you
too.
have got to be there. I have got to figure out a way to. I'm horrible with calendars, so I'll say yes to things and things don't work, and then I'll have things come up that I have to do, and
Yeah.
and then I'll be like, wait a minute, that's and I plan two things on a day that something that has to be done, and that's what happened this time. So I couldn't make my arrangements to come out there, and I was trying to figure out something else, but didn't work out.
Yeah, things happen. You know, there'll be another year, God willing. I'll be
And
around. Hold on,
then,
I'm a newbie to the drone community, and I can't wait to get down to Florida next week. Oh, so are you attending the South Florida Drone Meetup, Josh?
oh, okay,
Okay, nice. Well, thank you for coming in, stopping into the stream. Also,
all right, there, Josh. But if you go down to the South Florida Joe meetup, make sure you check out that guy right there, Ray Kelly. He's he's you know
it's an event. It's one of the larger events of the year,
he
so you'll
he's
meet a lot of
he's an
people
ex
there.
cop, but he all right.
Ray Kelly.
Nah, Ray Kelly is a beautiful person, man. No, seriously, you got that Ray Kelly is the guy that organizes the whole thing. He runs the whole event. He's a great person. I don't know who else in here is going to be. TJ is probably going to be there. You got you gonna meet a lot of wonderful guys down there, man.
We appreciate that, John. He said, "Let's face it, South Florida Drone Meetup will be diminished due to you and Herman." We
Well,
appreciate you.
sorry. I mean, I would like to get down there to be able to shoot that video, to be able to just hang out with everybody. The last time I was down there, I shot the video and you guys helped me with my with the outro. To my video, and I got the picture from the outro.
Yeah, there we go. You guys remember we shot that?
There you go, TJ.
We had to do a few takes. We had to do. Oh yeah, Dan the man was on the side there. We had to pull him in. We did like 2 takes
all the way from
without him, and
Canada.
then we're like, "Get in here." Gary, all the way from Canada. Rodney Bell. Course Philip Korshak, yeah, in the back.
Yeah, man.
Bob Dempsey. Yes, everyone was trying to get in there. And I think Gary was blocking out Lloyd. I'm not sure. I think. But we had a good time. We had a good time last year and 2 years before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we gotta get that sponsor out of the way so they leave us alone.
You said we got to get a sponsor.
Yeah, so they'll leave us alone and stop harassing us.
Dumb dudes can wait.
For a live stream that talks about everything in the drone world. Tune in every Wednesday night to Wednesday Night with those guys. For a live stream that talks about everything.
Okay.
Yeah, forget about them dudes.
Got them on loop. Hey, Jim's droning.
Yeah, sometimes they need to yoke them up and just get them off of the camera.
Yeah, right.
No, but South Florida Drone Meetup, got to be there. You got to be there. I mean, you know what? Eventually, Ray's gonna have to find another spot because it's gonna get too big, and the park's gonna be like, yo, you need, because you've exceeded the capacity of the park. So eventually, it's gonna get that big. What's he got? 150 this year?
I
What you
don't
got,
know.
Ray?
What
Come
you
on,
guys know the number?
Ray. Put the
How many
numbers in there.
people?
What you got? 150.
I know. I know they fill out the whole. They fill up the hotel.
Come on, Ray. What you got? See, here we go. There we go. 153.
153 people going. See, that's what's up.
153. Eventually, he's gonna sink that causeway.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna sink the causeway eventually, and they're gonna name it after him, the Ray Kelly Causeway.
Could you imagine? Right, the Ray Kelly Causeway. No more Jensen Beach Causeway, right?
When they rebuild it, it's gonna be the Jensen Beach Ray Kelly Causeway. When they
Right?
rebuild it,
And instead of a statue of Ray, they're gonna have a drone.
what happened? He had over 4,000 drone pilots show up, and the concrete just gave way, and it just sunk the whole causeway right down into the water.
What do you say? Everybody, the dolphins are just laughing at everybody. Could you imagine? When you hit that number 4,000, Ray, we're definitely gonna be there.
It just sunk the whole causeway just right down into the water.
Yeah, right. Separated from the rest of the highway there. Oh, Margate Police Department unit is coming this year. Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
All right. Because last year when we were there, didn't they have the military there?
Yeah, he had the military. It was the year
the military was there.
Yeah, that was the last time we were there.
With a non-working guided missile.
The time before that. It was the time before that because
it was the time before that. Yeah.
Yeah, because Jeff Norman gave a presentation the last year.
That's true. Yeah, right. That was 4 years ago. Damn.
Yeah, the other one was Jeff Fisher with the editing.
Oh, no, Mark Fisher.
Yeah, Mark Fisher. I'm sorry,
was
Mark
doing
Fisher.
the editing. Yeah,
Mark Fisher with the editing, and then there was your man Norman with the with his editing style and his presentation. But but the military was there 2 years ago or 4 years ago. But listen, I can't count the numbers, man.
That's good. That means they're all successful. But we got to get on with the stream. We're a little behind.
Oh yeah, we are a little behind. But let's go, Lawrence. A couple of days ago, about 5 days or so ago, about your man there from I don't know what's going on with X Drone Studios, but he posted this little thing here was that you had I mean I'm looking at this, and this is supposed to be what, an FCC label of what?
Yes.
400. Now I haven't seen this anywhere else but with him, and I don't know how reliable he is, but he does have a few things, and he does get a little bit creative.
He's been pretty accurate as of late.
But he hasn't said anything that anybody else hasn't said. But the only thing that he has had is a little bit of more creativity. And then to come out with this, and where did this come from? I don't know.
Yeah.
And this is not the first time. It's not the first time this has come up.
Well, I wanted to point out this piece, this on the bottom. Mm-hmm. If you're wondering what that is, that's actual shielding. So the drone is shielded, and you get around an electromagnetic field, and it could screw with the internals of your drone. So this Matrice 400 is definitely going to be shielded. At least the battery compartment will be. Okay. So anything that they do shielding on it, it'll probably be pretty decent size too. You're talking about 400. What does that fit in at?
Well, that's gonna. I guess they got to keep the numbers going, So you got the 350, then there's the 400.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Definitely.
I
They
mean,
have to keep
it's not the
accountability,
first
right?
time I've seen him hint to that. So I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how reliable and anything that he has as far as that is concerned. But everybody is all talking and wondering and waiting and wondering and waiting and waiting and wondering, because I'm quite
Mhm.
sure you've seen it on a few other streams about the Mavic 4 Pro, and you know, we have the pricing and the features and I guess the launch date just like anybody else had mentioned. And one of the things that I wanted to speak on was I noticed that the launch with the launch date, Jasper Ellis and at over here at Drone XL um has his little friend has told him that the DJI Mavic 4 Pro will be launched on Thursday, April 24th, 25. And you should expect to see a teaser somewhere around, or should I say, on the 17th of April. And
Yes.
his sources, as he claimed, has not been wrong since. So this is interesting. What do you think, Lawrence, as far as that, as far as the dates?
That would sound about right, because it was rumored that they were going to leak something on the 8th
Mhm.
of April, and that seemed, someone came out and said it may have been pushed back a little bit towards the end of April. So that coincides with this launch on Thursday, the 24th April, in April. They say set your calendars to the 17th, so maybe they're gonna have a soft launch, or
Well,
throw you a teaser. The
yeah,
teaser video that everyone's
something like
seen,
that.
huh?
A teaser of the drone, like
Yeah.
like they always do, or something like that. But I mean, with all of the leaks and stuff, and I guess like that, I guess that's you won't. I guess there's no real need now, right, for like some what they claim is official
Oh, you see
leaks
what?
of
Hold on a second. You see what Ray Kelly had put? I missed it, Ray. I had to dig another screen up. Says CT Pilot just got a Matrice 4T and is selling his Mavic 3T. If you guys are interested in it, Herman and Lawrence.
Mhm.
Hmm. That's
Not
interesting. We
not
would have to.
right now because I don't have a need for thermal. Um,
Hey,
I
drone seekers.
don't really have a need for thermal right now. Ooh,
Angie.
that's a tough one to let go.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's a tough
Wait.
one to let go, especially when you look at the
The way things are going, right?
at the
Anyway, come on. We gotta sleep on that one, Ray. No promises.
yeah, but
Herman's a little speechless there.
but the Mavic 4 Pro, right? That's what they're
Yes.
saying. That's the release date. So we're gonna hear
Mm-hmm.
like on that on the 24th. Is that gonna be like the launch date, and then you could go out and buy, or is that gonna be like, or is that gonna be like the date that they announced that they're gonna take like a week to start processing orders and
That's
or
interesting. That's interesting, because I was wondering about that also. Is DJI on the 17th going to say, "Hey, brand new, DJI Mavic 4. This is what it can do." They show it flying through forest and all. You know how they do the DJI commercials.
the commercials.
You'll be able, and then they'll say, "We're taking pre-orders now, and shipping will start on the 24th."
So you don't think they're going to even give this an official launch with somebody on the stage and talking and
Man, the last couple of times I've been disappointed, I'm going to say.
it's going to be just the old sad song commercial video?
Yeah. Everyone will be, ooh, it's about to start, counting down. And it's a 2-minute commercial. Yeah, I think so. What's up, guys? Hello across the pond, Drone Seekers International. How are you guys? I know it's a little late over there in the UK.
What's up?
That's Steve. who will also be at the South Florida Drone Meetup. How are you, Steve?
Yeah, we
Hope all is well.
met him last time we were down there. And there's Gary
Gary.
down there hanging out down in the cut.
Hey,
You
Gary.
know, the seven, the one of the things that I wanted to mention about the
Mavic 4?
the Mavic 4, they had whether you want to believe it or not, and me personally, like I said, I happen to love the drone, but you're talking about these 7 features that was supposedly featured, that are 7 key features that are confirmed.
Yes.
Some of them we already knew about, and many of them are now really confirmed. But 3 cameras, right? We already knew there was going to be 3 cameras. The focal length is what we were a little not sure about. But
right,
you're talking about 28 millimeters, 70 millimeters, and 168 millimeters, which is interesting. I want to see that. But the maximum record, we were accurate on that with the 6K.
Yeah.
Now they're talking about a bigger sensor, and you and I discussed this. They're not. I don't think when they say bigger sensor, you're not going APS-C with the to upgrade to that, or even jump it further to a full frame sensor. You're not getting that.
Right.
What I'm thinking that you're seeing, like I mentioned last week, was the smaller secondary cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Those you'll probably see a larger sensor in.
Instead of the 1/1/7 or the 1/1/3, you'll have something larger.
The 1/1.5.
You'll have something larger, possibly. Who knows?
Yeah. Now you're talking about the new gimbal, right? New gimbal with 360 multiple directional movement. That is what we mentioned the other day about the spinning and that's
it'll be able to turn 180 degrees left and 180 degrees right.
They're taking the same feature that they have on the Ronin, because you can do this with the Ronin camera. What you were talking about before, what you were asking with the Ronin, you can actually do that.
Oh, you're talking about from the vertical to panel and from the panel to vertical.
Yeah, you can do that with the Ronin. You always could.
It is, Jim. It's 6K. It is 6K. Definitely.
So now the electronic ND filters, and I'll get back to the electronic ND filter system when we get into the pricing on this, because and that and a few other features that I'm looking at on this thing, because this is a lot to unpack. There was it 52 minute flight time. Well, we expected that, right? An upgrade in the flight time, but that's a lot of flight time. 52 minutes. You're getting closer to that hour, Lawrence. And to be able to
send a message,
right? To be able to what is it? Charge your intelligent flight batteries in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
We knew that was happening with the 240 watt charger.
Yes.
And now there's going to be a new RC Pro controller with the new RC Pro 2 with the 7-inch tilted touch screen. Talk about it. Because you remember the old tilted touch screen thingy? The tilted touch screen. Now, the beautiful thing about that little tilted touch screen, right, was that we were always wondering, like, remember, like the RC Pro controller was always heavier than the other controller. The other controllers that come out with the screen on it, and there was like so much of a difference. And that looks like just like a Crystal Sky monitor that they mounted on the mount that they fastened on there. If they were able to keep the weight down and all of that, and be able to put that on the same old controller, because it's pretty much the same old controller. You know what I mean?
They just made it thicker with the screen and the arm. which
right,
all folds into itself.
to keep the weight down.
Yeah.
That would be a beautiful thing. That because the problem, that everybody talked about with the difference between the two controllers. I don't have the other controller out here, but the
N1.
the one with the other one with the screen on it. The red one.
Okay. The smart controller.
No, the smart controller is here, but I'm just saying the controller that you
the
got.
RC. Can they call it the RC controller?
The RC controller, yes,
Yeah,
the RC controller, right? The RC controller. That controller with is much lighter than the Pro controllers, much lighter, and you can see that off the rip. But if they've been able to keep the weight closer to that than the old RC, because with that screen on top of the weight of the old smart Pro controllers, then that's going to be a dinosaur to
I know, but you got to think about this. You have to think about this also. In that picture, you did not see external antennas, which means they're still using patch antenna. If I'm correct, if you go back to that picture, you do not see external antennas, or either that or I'm blind. Yeah. Oh, they're folded over. Okay, my correction. They're folded over. But it looks like they broke one off though, because there's tape on it, sucker.
Listen, they work.
Oh, they still work with the tape on it, right? Good old duct tape.
But Lawrence, what do the prices look like on this thing, man?
Okay, we're gonna get into the pricing. You guys wanted to know how much this damn thing would cost. The price of the DJI Mavic 4 combos. Here you go. You have the DJI Mavic 4 Pro with the DJI RC2 controller. The cost, and I'm looking into the camera, $2,250. Ching ching. We needed that sound effect. Now the next one, that's just the drone and one battery and the smaller controller with the flat screen. Now for the DJI Mavic 4 Pro Fly More combo with the DJI RC2 controller, that will be $3,200. Oh, US. We're talking US here. But last but not least, they have a final one, which means they're coming out with 3 different versions. This Mavic 4. This is the DJI Mavic 4 Pro 512 gigabyte Creator combo with the new controller that separates. That DJI RC Pro 2 controller will cost a whopping $4,400. So the cheapest one with one camera, one battery, the small radio, $2,250. The Fly More combo with 3 batteries will come with the same radio at $3,200. Huh?
So that controller is like $1,200.
Basically, yes. And the final version, which is like the SIN version, is the Mavic 4 Pro 512 GB Creator combo, and that takes you at a whopping $4,400.
I don't think that's the SIN. I don't think that's the SIN version. There's 3 prices right on that thing. Can you share that?
The pricing?
Yeah.
Yes, sure can. Right here. Hold on. Give me a second. So you guys can look at it yourself. This is straight from the article right there. You can see it, right?
Yeah.
DJI RC will cost $2,250. The Fly More combo with the same radio, older radio with just a flat screen, will cost $3,200. And the 4 Pro 512 gigabyte internal, keep in mind, 512 half a terabyte internal Creator combo with this radio here, the DJI. This is the radio that they showed on Twitter that elevates with the arm, and that will be a whopping $4,400 US dollars.
Now you're saying that for $3,000, right? $3,200, right?
Right.
The difference of $1,000 for what? 2 more batteries?
For 2 more batteries, yes. So they're trying to sit.
And what? That's going to probably come with a carrying case or something like that.
Yeah.
Leave that up there. Don't take that down yet. So now, when we look at the other 2 combos, which are both fly more combos, right?
Yep. Yeah.
The difference is the radio.
The difference is the radio and the 512 internal.
And the internal storage. So this is what they're considering to be the SIN package, or is this?
That's what I'm thinking. I would want to believe that.
Okay, so I'm just
the creator combo.
I remember before that it was terabytes and stuff like that this thing had, and ProRes and all this other stuff.
Right. Not anymore.
Going on with it, so I don't know.
They're trying to use modern words, and the kids, that the younger folks like creator combo. I'm assuming that's where R&D went with this.
No. Everybody who if you shooting ProRes, you know what ProRes is.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
But I'm just saying, But that's where we going. All right, so I get it. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. No problem.
Jeez, I'm so excited. US dollars equals $1.44 Canadian. Maybe you can buy 2 of them.
Now,
hey,
you know what?
I hear you.
We got a subject coming up here that Lawrence loves so much. Loves it so much. But we're going to talk about this, get it in real quick before we talking about some FPV stuff. But the DJI Power Series. It seems like the DJI Power Series can't seem to stop haunting my life, because I mentioned the Power Series here once, and it just seems like the price just keeps going down and down and down ever since I put
this one right here.
But the Power 1000 now is on Amazon on this wonderful, wonderful sale here.
Yeah, look at this price.
On the spring deal with Amazon, 58% off. If you check that out on Amazon, is now slashed this down. On this the deal going on with Amazon, slashed down from the original $999.
Just from the original $1,000, it's half
to
$419.
Jump on it. It's right here. We carry it when we need to use it. It's a little heavy to carry around, but it works. It's well within
it serves its purpose, and a lot of people have purchased it. And Josh, but to Josh, who's new here, and to guys that we know that are in the industry, if you have a truck and you plan on being out all day flying, that's what you need. Because not only that, but it'll keep your refrigerator running.
But all the expansion that you can connect to it, it's good for if you're in like a rural area. You do have to worry about losing power or something like that. It can help you. You can connect solar panels to it and keep things charging and being able to do what you got to do. The one thing is, if you also go camping, it's good for if you go camping. But you know what they also have on Amazon, Lawrence? If you don't want that, they have a smaller one, which is the Power 500.
That's this one right here.
Also,
give me a second.
Was it down from $499 or originally to $379?
For $319.
Yeah, is it? Oh yeah,
$500
$379 is now cut down to $319. It's $100 less. So the better bargain is the bigger one. But believe me when I tell you, the bigger one is heavy. It is a lug to carry around, and when we, it is a heavy object to carry around. Believe it or not, I won't even lie to you. It's like Lawrence said, if you got a truck and you throw
we're waiting on you.
What happened?
Oh, he's in the studio. Okay, we got you.
I see him in there.
Yeah.
I see I see
Oh,
him
okay.
right.
We see you.
But you
We're
know what?
right
I
there.
wanted to mention to you, Lawrence. Also,
Yes.
we wanted. I got time. I got about 5 minutes here to work with. So here we go. So talking about these power arm joints, right? Your man over there, Joe Next Studio, once again posted something 5 days ago, and I really don't get
Oh,
it
let me stop sharing. Yeah,
because
go ahead.
he posted something in reference to another a launch of a power bank. And I was a little confused because he posted this and I didn't see this anywhere. I didn't see it anywhere else. You have that post, why don't you put that up there? Because I didn't see it anywhere else, and I didn't see it on DJI Global or anywhere else where you would normally see those things come up. But then he doubled down again with another post that came up, and I thought that this was strange. And it
Here
shows
we
here,
go. Yeah, hold on. It was
it,
just.
it shows this here on this post here, and I was
This is
confused
the one.
when he came up with this post that that showed this launch, and it had also an FCC label. So when he showed the post of the launch, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't see this on DJI Global. Nowhere I see this. And
I did translate
I
it.
was confused. I was totally confused about that. Now what happened?
I did translate it, and it goes as far as to say that it basically translation says the day of 27th March. So March 27th,
Really? So
2025.
we know now that this whole FCC label and everything here is not only maybe fake or not going to happen because
Well, I saw the picture, and I saw this picture. Hold on, and this picture right here, I immediately said that looks like a new power bank, and it would explain, Herman, that the price of the Power 1000 going down.
mm-hmm.
You understand where I'm going with this? And I saw this same thing happen with the O3 units. Remember, they were 200 and something dollars. They
Well,
dropped to 180. The DJI O3 Air units, they were $210 or whatever, and they
mhm.
dropped to 180. And when that happened, the very first time I saw the price, hey Scott, how are you? And when I saw the price drop to 180, I said they're coming out with a DJI O4, and they did.
Well, I'm not too sure about that because, like I said, that is something that you would see normally pop up with like DJI Global and those guys that will always have these things that'll pop up when they're going to launch something like that. And you're talking about what, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Maybe if
yeah. Well,
maybe
they've been real hush. If they
maybe
are, it's real hush.
yeah, maybe if not here, maybe in another. Oh,
I could see that happening more so in another country. I could definitely see that in another country because it says 2100 hours. That's military time. Um, that's kind of late. Our
uh-huh,
time, you
uh-huh,
know.
uh-huh.
So maybe they'll release that over.
On the midnight launch.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
On the midnight launch on the train to Georgia.
Yes, man. Yes. Thanks, Scott. We appreciate you guys. We wish we could, man, but opportunity. We have to finish some things here. We do appreciate it.
Thank you,
And
Scott.
I wanted to give I was telling Scott, thank you for giving us a shout out on his live stream. Because
You know what? I like Scott's show. I also like Gary's stream, even though
yeah,
I haven't seen Gary in a minute. But you know what,
hey,
Lawrence?
Gary's been slacking, bro.
You know what, Lawrence?
Huh?
We got the man
Oh, it's
backstage.
FPV time. Let's go. Let's rock.
we got the man himself backstage, and he's waiting to come in here and talk to us about a little bit of FPV. So, who do we have, Lawrence? Making their
Without
way.
further ado, Sky Control Productions.
Aloha.
Aloha, what's up, man? From all the way from Hawaii, first of all.
From Hawaii via Vegas today.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's right.
You're in Vegas.
He's in Vegas today. What? I want to know if you're over there in business, leisure. What's happening over there?
Business mixed with a little bit of leisure. I'm actually going to be flying drones for the eSkateCon electric skateboard races.
Okay.
So I have an electric skateboard myself, so I gotta go fast. Why not? I'm here, so I might as well just get in the race myself. So I just had to. I don't plan on winning, but I'm just gonna go just see how fast I can go and see where I'm at.
All right. Well, real quick, I have the link to your page so people can support your page. Let everyone know who you are and where you're from and what you do.
Sweet. Well, my name is OG. I am originally from Ohio, but currently I live in Honolulu, Hawaii. I am a full-time drone operator, and for work, I like to say I capture action. Anything that moves fast, I capture it. I get it. More consistently, I do surf videography. I film surf lessons. When surf schools or independent surf instructors have a lesson, they call me, and I use the Mini 3 or Air 2S, mostly the Mini 3 because I have more batteries for it. And I use the Mini 3 to track the people getting a surf lesson. Now, there could be water photographers, but with the drone, I'm able to do more people in the group because if there's two people, that photographer is going to miss that second person if they do a ride along, but not the drone. The drone can capture that wave and the next person. So needless to say, I'm creating quite some waves in the surf community with videography and the drone.
Mm-hmm.
That's
good.
That's
in your
good.
area, a lot of people must really want that.
You would think so, but a lot of people decline. I charge $100 an hour. But a lot of people don't want to do it because they don't think they're going to stand up during the surf lesson. So they don't want proof of their failure when in all actuality, it's about 98% success rate for everyone who surfs.
Right. Okay. Except me.
Nah. You get up there. It's just you got to have the right board and the right teacher. Not even the right teacher, just somebody who's patient, who you trust, and then you'll get up. I've seen everyone get up.
First of all, Herman will tell you, I don't play around with large bodies of water. The Atlantic Ocean has almost drowned me twice. I respect the water. I'm one of the dudes that'll be on land while you're out there surfing, flying around like you do. All that getting in the water and falling off the board, you can keep that.
That's the fun part. See, with the waves though, it's very shallow. So no matter what your swim level is, you can stand up, and then you'll be fine. There's no need to swim with surfing. You just need to be able to paddle. That's the only hard part.
There's no need to swim, Lawrence, with surfing.
There's no need. Just to paddle.
Until you get knocked off.
I was actually brought you on to talk about FPV real quick because you're fairly new to FPV, but you've had the thirst and the drive to get on the simulator every day, and then get a bird and say, I'm ready to fly.
Correct.
How long would you say it took you to learn how to fly FPV?
Ooh, I would say I actually did a video on that. I want to say 300 hours before I took first place in a race. Okay. Maybe 250, maybe somewhere around there between 250 and 300 hours before I took first place in my first race. And the video was last time being immortal or something like that. It's in my playlist of FPV simulators.
Well,
But I remember that vividly,
I
almost
wanted to
vividly.
show this video because, unfortunately, due
Yeah,
to the rise in Karens around the world, we had to be selective with the video that we show.
yeah, for sure.
Now,
I deal with the rules later. I ask for forgiveness, never for permission. So I thank
well,
you for choosing a appropriate video.
I just wanted to point that out. So if you
Thank
guys
you.
want to submit videos, please do not submit any videos flying over people without something that's protected in ducks or anything like that. You know, it's the norm.
It's the proper thing to do.
But I got a video here real quick. It's 2 minutes 36 seconds long. It's a 7-inch Recon, and I was thinking about building one of these frames, and I didn't know what to put on it, and I got a little thirsty. But this is Sky Control Productions, one of his FPV videos. Hold on a sec. Let me
Thank
just
you.
pull it
Thank you
up.
for showing it.
No problem. You will be muted during the video.
All right. Oh yeah. Man. Dark. I always cringe at my old work.
I do the same thing. Don't feel bad because you have to look at where you are now, and by looking at your older stuff, you really come to appreciate how far you've come.
True.
If that makes sense.
True. Thank you for saying that because I'm like,
I want people to understand. I go in live streams and they show some of the stuff. I'm like melting inside, bro, because I know how I fly now in comparison to the video they showed, and it's hard. It is.
And
hard.
my motto is I try to become better at least 1% a day, either with knowledge or skill. So like a week ago is 7%. I'm 7% better than what I was a week ago. So even stuff from like 3-4 days ago, I'm just like, ugh.
All right,
so much better.
I want to thank you for coming on. If you want to give anyone a shout out in Hawaii or wherever you are, give them a shout out now. I will post the link to your channel in the chat. I've been doing it randomly, and
thank you.
we'd like to thank you for coming on. I know you were like in the middle of something, so and we kind of stick with schedules real tight in here.
No, I mean
It's all good.
you had a couple of minutes. I didn't know if you had someone that you had to go.
I got some time right now. I got a couple hours until there's a big ride tonight where everyone's gonna meet up, and then there's a normal Wednesday night ride out here, and the convention is going to join that Wednesday night ride. Something similar that we do back in Waikiki on Friday nights. So I'm definitely gonna get some FPV action. I'm gonna be chasing some people around, some one wheels, some electric skateboards, and some bicycles. Definitely going to get that action tonight after we leave here.
We're entering the race yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to put that camera on you on the race.
Well, actually, there's another FPV guy, so hopefully we're not in the same heat, so he can film me. But other than that, then yeah, I'm definitely going to be throwing my helmet in the ring and see how fast I can go. But my true passion is what I'm here for is to fly some drones and get some shots.
Okay.
So that's why I'm here. But I'm also I'm racing though. Why not?
All right.
Well, anything you want to ask Herman before we end this segment?
I'm going to ask him. I just want to let him get his shout outs in. If he want to get any shout outs into the
yeah, go for it, man. Anyone you want to shout out?
I just want to thank everyone who's just who's helpful in the comment section, and the jokes are a little bit fine too, but after the problem has been solved, like I just want to thank the people who actually solve the people's problems in the comment section. Because sometimes you're like, oh, does anybody know how to do this? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll buy a new drone, and it's like mother. But then you got the real guys. Who type out that whole paragraph and they give you options, and if that's not it, then it's this, and if that's not it, then it could be this, and if that's not it, then call me and see what happens. Those are the people I really truly appreciate, who take time out their day to help people less knowledgeable than themselves. And I want to thank you guys for letting me say that. So I appreciate that.
All right.
You're talking about in the FPV world, right? In building drones.
Yeah, when you're building your stuff, your own stuff, it's the knowledge is there, but if you don't click one button, nothing works. So it's very tedious.
I'm going to tell you something that I didn't figure out until recently, and I've been flying FPV, but I've been really building about 3 years. You know what a smoke stopper is, right?
Yeah.
You know what a smoke stopper is? If there's a fault in your drone, it's supposed to beep or chirp or whatever, right?
Or light up.
Yeah. I would build a drone, right? I'd build a drone, put the smoke stopper on, and then do a battery test to see it rev up. And I would be, what's wrong with my damn drone? It won't start up. The smoke stopper keeps going off. But this thing is set to go off at 1 amp.
Yep.
So all I had to do was disconnect the smoke stopper and my drones worked. Like you said, that one switch.
Yep. Or sometimes you don't click the wrong UART button, and then your controller doesn't talk to the drone, and you're just like, what is going on? And you got everything wired correctly, but in the software, you just gotta click the button. Just do a click.
Yeah, true.
But
listen, man, I don't want to thank you much for coming on. We appreciate you. And
no worries.
Let's get some footage, man. I want to see some footage from your trip, all right?
Definitely. I got one video up posted from my way from Honolulu to Vegas. That one's posted up yesterday, and I plan on doing another one tonight.
Okay, cool. Good luck in the races, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
I'm really just going for moral support. I'm not going to win.
Listen, doesn't matter.
The link is in the description. Guys, make sure you check that out.
Thank you.
And in the chat, you can go to his page right here. Go by, show some support. See some of the stuff he does, recording tourists, learning how to surf and things like that, recording memories.
And professionals and beautiful girls in bikinis, all of the above.
Yo, enjoy the rest of your evening, man. We appreciate you.
Easy.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Aloha.
Okay, that was good. That was good. I'm gonna give you guys a treat and put this in the chat. And don't go to it now. Thanks, Josh. But that's one of his videos there. Take it and bookmark it, and then watch it after the stream.
So now he's down there he's in Vegas now. But
yes, he's in Vegas now. It's big E racing. Unit wheels, scooters, all kinds of stuff, mobile skateboards, all of that stuff that's going on there.
So so now, Lawrence, we were talking. You were mentioning earlier, because I know you went on your rant, and I just wanted to bring this up because it was in articles that they have I guess the DJI has released the MSDKs to I guess for support for your favorite drone, the for the Mini 4 Pro. So now let's check this out. So you're talking about they've released the mobile SDKs, the V5 for the what's it? Well, it's a mobile SDK, right? It's a software development kit.
Yes.
Now, I don't know. This now is a mobile software development kit, right? For this drone. Now is supposed to this works with the it's supposed to give the core functionalities, whether it's from the DJI drones, from the flight stability, the battery management and transmission and communication, right, of the drone. And so this will allow now software developers,
third parties,
such as like companies like like Lychee, who's been around for like years. And
Lychee was one of the first.
Drone Deploy, and was it now Drone Harmony? So now all these companies now. So now this is what you were talking about before. Now about mapping with the drone. Now you now with this now software. Now we know Drone Deploy, which is a more preferred platform for mapping.
Right.
I know that guys can map with the Mini, and there was something I was trying to locate, and I was talking to Lawrence, and with Lawrence I took a mapping course, and the mapping course that we took, I had this cough. They show no, it's allergies. They show the focal view of
optimum focal point.
Several different drones from the what is it? The what they had, the Matrice 350.
Yes.
The Mavic 3 Enterprise and the Phantom 4 Pro.
Yeah.
At the same altitude, looking down at the ground point. And from different altitudes, you can see which camera is going to give you a clear, more accurate picture. You can see that.
Yes.
Now, the higher you get, the less accurate these photos are going to be. And when you start trying to stitch together a map that a client may want, and a model, any 3D models you want to be accurate and clear. Now, the cameras that on the drones that I've mentioned that were featured in this are all drones that have mechanical shutters. where you're going to get a clear, precise, and accurate shot. The drone that we're talking about here does not. There is a little bit to be said. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that these cameras that it cannot be done, and it's quite obvious that it can be done.
Yeah.
The quality of it is left to be desired, especially when turning in certain type of peripherals to customers.
And that was my only point in saying what I had said earlier, Herman. That the quality of work will differ. The quality of work if you map an area with the Mini, first of all, you're gonna have to go higher because it's a smaller lens.
Well, no,
higher
you're
means
lower.
Oh,
You're gonna have to get lower.
Yeah. You would have to take more pictures than you would with a 1-inch sensor.
You have to get lower to get the same accuracy.
Yeah. Which means you would have to take more pictures than someone with a larger bird. But that was my only my peeve. Like you said, they just released these SDKs for the Mini 4 Pro. Mm-hmm. I think the Mini 4 Pro has the better of the cameras, to be honest.
Do you think? Really? Do you think?
Yeah. So I can see. I'm not saying you can't map, like Herman said, you can't map with a Mini 4 Pro. It's not suggested.
It can.
I mean, Herman and I couldn't walk into a construction site with a Mini 4 Pro.
It can be done, and people are doing it. I mean, their own personal use and stuff like that. And like I said, it is the most consumer of consumer drones out there. The Mini series. Have fun, have at it, do this stuff with it. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm not here to bust anybody's bubble or to create controversy. Have at it. But in the world of drones and measurements and needing for construction to be accurate and stuff like that, no, it's not the tool you're gonna pick up. I'm just saying that, you know. I mean, I'm not here, like I said, to hurt anyone's feelings. It is what it is.
No, right. I don't want anyone to get the intent. You know, you got a Mini 4 Pro.
I got a Mini 3 guy, and the first thing I ever did was for the guy we started the show talking about. Hank was some shots of him and some stuff for the news with the Mini drone.
For New York One. That was our first job.
with the Mini 3. So it is capable.
More than capable.
You know, and they use the footage for the news.
Yes. So, I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm trying to say. It's just that the industry, I love my TJ, my Air 2S is my go-to drone during the day. If I'm filming or recording something at night, I use my Mavic 3. But for the most part, I use my Air 2S. Now, the reason that we wind up using the Mini 3 Pro for that job, Herman, right, was the cameraman was worried that your Mavic 3 was too loud.
Yeah, about the sound of the motors in his mics, because the people on the paddle board were mic'd up. So he wanted something that can stay out of the way, because he can't shoot them from shore, but they're mic'd up. So
right,
I had to shoot them from where they were. So, you know, that was the whole thing. And he didn't want the sound of the propellers to be in
picked
up by the microphone.
Right.
So we went to the mini.
Well, fortunately, you took the Mini with you that day.
Well, the Mini, at one point, I carried the Mini 3 around like a wallet.
Yeah. But Air series and Mavics are not true Air.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Uh-oh. What? The Air? No, don't do that. Don't do that, because there's a lot to offer in the whole Air series and everything like that. And, you know, talking about coming out with a new controller and stuff like that, and what would this new controller, everybody's wondering, what would the new controller work with? But I remember when the Air 2S came out, right?
Yeah.
And the smart controller that was out did not work well with the Air 2S. You could use it, but it had latency. Mofo. It was just like jumpy, like some guys with their Air 3 and like got the stutter flight, like only they can see.
Right.
It wasn't until they released the RC Pro, right, when they came out with the Mavic 3 and all of that, is when the Air 2S
was added
was
to
able
that.
to work on a smart controller, because on the original smart controller, it would work, but it didn't work well.
True.
So it wasn't until the RC Pro came out where you were able to use the Air 2S on one of these controllers. Now I see that they got now the new flip screen, and like I said, this is a heavy controller if you compare it to the regular controllers that they're moving now with their little lightweight body, which is a nice controller in itself. It's just that it's not, it's not programmable or anything like that. But yeah, that was when then they had the Mavic 3, and then everything else of the Mavic series was on this controller. And then you had also now
they started adding the Mini.
The Mini 3 came out, and then that was the end of the run on that controller. So you had the Air 2S, the Mavic 3, and then the Mini 3 Pro, and then it went on to the new operating systems. They upgrade the operating system. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
We missed the sponsor by 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to we missed two sponsors or whatever. We missed 2 sponsors.
Yeah.
Anyway, but like I was saying, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Drone Adair. If you're a Part 107 pilot and you're looking to scale your operations, you just want to get out there and do all the work and leave all the office work to someone else, Drone Adair may be for you. A place where you can meet clients, book all your appointments, meet new clients. Then Drone Adair is for you. A place where you can find tools to make you a more knowledgeable pilot. Then Drone Adair is for you. Check out the link in the description. Drone Adair, it's for you. I'm back. So yeah, jump on it, guys. If it's something that floats your boat when that comes out. So I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing it come out. I want to see the reviews on it. I myself are real skeptical about buying the new drone that comes out. I've never been the guy to buy everything that comes out, but I knew that when they came out with the 4/3 sensor, I knew I wanted to get that. If they can improve on the 4/3 sensor,
yeah.
But I haven't heard any talk about that,
No. I'm expecting the same thing. Leave the 4/3 the same and take that 1/1/3 or that 1/1/7 and make it larger. Make it a larger sensor. I think that's the direction that they're heading with the Mavic 4. I have not seen the camera up close because every time I see it in a picture, it's blurred out, or in the video it's moving. But
well, go look on Drone XL. You can see everything over there if you want.
On Drone XL?
Yeah, they got it all on Drone XL when it comes to that drone. On the pictures, they had all the exclusive shots.
Yeah, that I definitely have to check out because
you talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Drone XL had all the exclusive shots on that. Lawrence, you know what I wanted to mention to you?
What's that?
Believe it or not, and everybody was talking about, oh, yeah, they gone, they dead, they fell apart. I don't know what's going on with them. But there's been some updates to the Autel Dragonfish platform.
Okay.
Yeah, some enhanced features that's going on here with this the Dragonfish platform. So Autel Robotics announced that some updates to its Dragonfish series drone for 2025. Believe it or not. So I don't know. This it's supposed to make it better for in industrial and professional uses. So I don't know. What do you think about it? Because some
Well,
of the features
go,
that attract people to this drone are some nice features. But go ahead, what you gonna say?
I like it because it's, first of all, it's multi-payload. It
Mm-hmm.
was always multi-payload out the box, but now they've updated some of the software so that you can launch this thing off of a moving vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
for meaning a boat
Mm-hmm.
or a slow-moving truck or something like that, because it's pretty big. If you
Mm-hmm.
look at the video here, hold it, I'll pull it back up and freeze it. If you look at I gotta pause it first, damn. If you look at the video, this is not a small bird.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
Okay, I think the wingspan, and this is off the top of my head seeing it live, but I
big.
think the wingspan spreads over 6 feet.
You shared it?
Right here. Here we go. It comes, this is the box that it's set up in. Hold on. We got to try and pause it and catch all of this stuff here. But this is the box that it comes set up in. Two main props are on the fuselage here. Let's see if we can go bigger. There we go. Two main props are on the fuselage here, which turns straight when the wings are operated, and the wings actually twist and turn on
Mm-hmm.
this. I like it. The
Mm-hmm.
GPS system that they've added,
Mm-hmm.
GNSS, will help this thing be able to launch from a boat. There it is right there. Hold on. Just
Mm-hmm.
to show you, it is not a small bird. It's well over, the wingspan is over 6 feet.
Okay.
I could probably get that information after showing this video, but I would like to see one in action. I have seen it in person in a store. That's about it, but I have not seen it operating.
Wow. Well, what I was saying before about the features that attract people to this drone was the extended flight time of 179 minutes. You
Yeah.
know, you mentioned before about the payloads.
Yes.
The modular payload system that this has with the quick release is something that
Hmm.
really attracts people to this for what it's used for. The what is this here? The silent now this thing right here, they optimized the propulsion system on this thing for quiet.
Yeah.
To make this thing as quiet as possible. What is it? 120 meters. That's interesting. I'm
Yeah, if
confused.
you think of 120 meters, I think it's like 60 feet
Mhm.
American or close to it. So you can barely hear this thing 60 feet away, which means basically once it
Mhm.
takes off and passes the second floor, you
Mhm.
probably won't hear it. It'll be quieter and quieter. But they also go on to,
Yeah, a
they
robust.
always,
It's got a robust design. They claim.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's built for reliable fixed wing. Drone. So that was
And
the only. You know.
they did make a few other functions. They did make a few other functions operate better. Now
Mhm.
these functions are AI
Mhm.
driven. The intelligent tracking, the
Mhm.
terrain, obstacle avoidance, and the waypoint missions, which it could always do, but now they're adding AI to that to
Yes.
enhance that. to make it easier for the operator.
I think this drone has gotten 10 times better than it was, and I think it was I think it was something that Autel had, but because of Autel's reputation, I don't think it got the
light. The light it should have gotten.
Yeah,
the
light
spotlight.
that it should have gotten. I mean, I saw Dobo did a few videos about it, a couple of, and he did.
I have to open this picture.
Well,
I have to open this picture. This is the first time that they are actually using a ground station. This antenna system is brand spanking new. Hold on, let me see if you can. Oh, there it is. There it is. You can see that right here is a brand new ground system, which allows it to almost triple its distance. So
that's actually in one of the videos I sent you.
Oh wow.
Well, it's the same guy that actually shot it, probably.
Okay, all right. But this ground station right here allows this thing to do some incredible distance with 179 minutes. It's all weather. I think it can withstand up to about 23 mile per hour winds, which isn't too bad. Once it's in fixed wing mode, that makes it a lot. In fixed wing mode, it flies obviously a lot faster, but it can handle the wind pretty good.
Lawrence, that to me, like I said, like it's been a very well kept secret, that drone. It's like no one ever really talks about it. Like I said, the only person I know that I've ever heard speak on it in the drone community was Dobo, because he got to hands on to work with it and to see it firsthand down there. So he did a few videos about it, and then I haven't heard anything else about it. No one that's industry is working with it that I know of.
It's like you said, knowing Autel's service record, their help desk was as helpful as could be, but their service was a little shabby. And I never owned one, but this is what I've heard from Autel owners throughout the years. And in fact, Autel owners were actually scared that Autel was just going to work on selling the Dragonfish and non-personal drones. And now Autel turns around and says, hey, look, we might be going strictly enterprise. Just food for thought. Just saying.
You know what, Lawrence? I wanted to shift gears a little bit to talk about something else. When we talk about drones and stuff like that, and the Dragonfish happens to be a drone that we can fly, but it's a drone for like search and rescue, reconnaissance, and stuff like that, surveillance and stuff like that. Really, really, it's a work drone, right? We talk about the Mini, the Mavic 4, and all these other drones, but one of the things that we talk about here on the channel is about drones that's out there doing things for good.
Yes.
Drones, and how these drones that we fly can be implemented to do things for good. And I know you guys have seen this article probably over in Drone XL. I mean, it's not about the Mavic 4 Pro, but Colorado team rescued in Roxborough State Park. The guys over there at the Douglas County Search and Rescue. Let's put them up there on the screen there. The guys over there.
Right.
Along with the K9 unit.
Right. Shout out to everybody that participated.
Yes. These guys apparently, and this is funny because this is a technology I saw used elsewhere. What happened was, believe it or not, on was it October 22nd, right, of 2025, a pair of teens came lost during a hike. in a Colorado, was it in the Roxborough State Park, and they use the Douglas County Search and Rescue used a drone, right, broadcasting the voice of the teens, parents, right, to guide them back to safety, right, along with a canine unit. And I don't know, I have to believe I have a picture where you can probably see. I think this is.
Yeah, that's the search and rescue team.
You see them overhead there.
Right, the thermal.
Right, and then here's another picture I believe I have here where you see the drone. Believe it or not, this is where the drone is actually leading them out with the light from the drone.
Right.
The path with them coming out of through the darkness, where they actually found these teens who walked off on this path. Now, what's crazy about this is that the teens went off course near. What is it? Was it Carpenter Park? Or is it Carpenter Pier? That happens to be a ridge that's over 7,166 feet.
Carpenter's Peak.
Yeah, Pete. Okay,
yes.
Pete. Yeah. This happened around 8:30. They got a call to 911 about this. Yeah. So I mean, drones that are out there saving lives, Lawrence. I mean, like, wow.
Well, what helped this case? What helped this was the fact that they were able to put a speaker on the drone. They weren't able to get audio from the boys who were lost, but through the speaker, they were able to let the boys know, if you could hear us, give us a thumbs up. And everybody raised their arm and gave a thumbs up, meaning that they could hear the drone operator,
right?
Which they used their parents' voice. They use the parents' voice of the boy.
That I've seen this technology. This is what I was saying before. That I've seen this technology before being used. They sell smoke alarms that you can put in your home.
Yeah.
That parents can program their voice in it to tell the children to wake up, to get up.
Okay. In case there's a fire. Interesting.
Yeah, this is a technology. I saw this. This has been around for a while. This is not. And then the drones now. A lot of companies now. DJI has the mics on the drones. Brink has been doing it. Brink actually has two-way communication, and
they have the Brink ball.
Right. Yeah, I'm quite sure. Yeah, the Brink ball does the two-way communications as well. You're going to probably see this now on almost everything, especially with the need for it, with more and more craziness out there in this world and things that could happen, if the two-way communications is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I thought it was cool that they use the parent's voice, and the logic behind that is you're more likely to recognize your parents' voice than you are a stranger.
Right, and that's why they do it on the smoke alarms.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes a lot of freaking sense. If a smoke alarm goes off, you hear your mother's voice and the screeching. You'll hear your mother screaming.
Time to get up.
Out of the house. Get out. Get out. Get out. Put the Xbox down. Just get out. Just one. Well, that's how it is. That drone's for good.
Yeah, they're doing something out there good.
Well, think about this. If it hadn't been for the drones, they would have been out there a lot longer. Definitely a lot longer. I believe so.
How much longer would they have been out there? No, seriously, because the kids did take cover under trees and stuff like that. because it was getting a little windy, and the winds did have a little bit of a challenge to the drones, but the drones were able to find them.
You see what Jerry Franks put? He says, one time our smoke alarms went off right outside my kid's bedroom. Neither one woke up. Right. But if you have one of those smoke alarms where it has your wife's voice or your voice, Jerry, saying get up, they might have responded to it for some reason. They're tuned to that sound of their parents. I would suggest using the mother because it's more of a nurturing voice as opposed to the male. Get the hell up. Get up now. Let's go, go, go.
You know what? Kids
imagine what kind of recording you could make.
Kids might respond more to the father yelling.
Yeah, right? Who knows? Who knows? That little chirp when the battery needs to be changed sends chills down my spine. I've woken up from a dead sleep and had to change the back. Dude.
Now, you know what, Josh? A woman would not hear that.
They will not. They will not. And I have the perfect example. Every time I call my niece, you hear the chirp in the background. I'm like, do y'all change the battery? She's like, what battery? Like, women don't hear it. That
they can't hear it
now. Yeah.
They can't hear it. I think
they're immune to it.
I think it's irritation suppressancy.
Stop. You might have a good. You have to watch that one there. We don't want the some woman's group hitting us up. Hey, these guys over there saying things. But yeah, that's probably it. That is probably it.
We're an equal opportunity group over here.
This is true.
No, boy, that's funny. No, but you know what, Lawrence? I wanted to mention to you, every day I help improve lives. Now, this happens to be Rachel. I'm kind of hard with her last name. I want to say Advocate.
God bless you.
Anyway.
No, kudos to her.
You're a knucklehead. Yeah.
Kudos to Rachel. Yes.
Yeah. She has a purpose, she says, and I love this story because she's a flight operator with a fixed wing company, Zipline, as we've done hundreds of stories, going all the way back to Wednesday night with those guys, 95, where Tom jokes about how many stories we've done on Zipline.
Yeah.
And you know, Zipline is where she's employed. She's what they call well, let me tell you what she does. As a flight operator at the fixed wing company Zipline, she ensures that time that deadly and critical medical supplies reach the remote areas and locations in Nigeria where these medications and things have to go. Her drone actually delivers, believe it or not, to these areas viral drugs, blood, anti-venoms, and different vaccines. When we talk about drones and what drones can do, the technology has been able to save lives because she's delivering supplies to areas that you would need sometimes 2 to 3 different modes of transportation to get to, where these drones will be able to get there in no time and drop precision on point, accuracy. Like I said, we talked
Go
about
ahead.
this going back to well, even further than Wednesday night with those guys 95, going back to COVID, where Zipline was transporting vaccines. But Zipline's been in Rwanda since 2016, right, Lawrence?
Yes.
And we've been
Yes.
talking about Zipline for a few years now.
Almost as long as we've been doing this live stream.
So Zipline's out there, they're doing it. She starts her day at 7 a.m. where she has to come in and inspect the equipment, make sure things are working properly, and if not, fix certain things and make sure that this drone is able to operate and to be able to fly all of these missions to these different locations, dropping off. Because if I remember, there was one of the episodes we did where we talked about the missions that are going on, where these drones are dropping supplies in different areas. But it's not only just one location; they're dropping off to many different. It's a hub that drops off to many different locations.
Yeah.
So they're flying a lot of flights. They're in many different countries throughout Africa. They're even, I think, operating in Japan too, aren't they?
Yes, and this is an American company that just happened to get their start in Africa because the request to get vaccinations and tests was so high. They saw it as the perfect market to test their delivery drone. And I don't know if you mentioned it, Herman, but there's accuracy can drop this box within a 50-foot circle each and every time accurately and in weather. Because the thing does fly during light weather. It cannot handle strong winds and thunderstorms. They won't put it in the air, but it does. It has 50-foot circle. If you can draw a 50-foot circle, it can hit that spot every time and then return back.
Oh yeah, Zipline is very accurate. But the thing that made Zipline what Zipline was Zipline was the fact that Zipline had a platform and something that they wanted to be able to test and prove. And due to regulatory standards here in the United States, they were able to do this over in Africa where there weren't that many regulatory standards, and being is that they had a lot of rural area to be able to set this up, because like the article that I've read, it goes on to talk about how their distribution centers in the outskirts of the southern area of Nigeria, so they don't have to worry about getting into any interference with aircraft or manned aircraft and stuff like that. So they can launch from that area and still be able to be out of the way of any of the city area or any of the area where they would come in contact with people. So it's a beautiful program that they have set up, and like I said, drones that are saving lives, not just flying around the park.
Right.
They all and all of it is what these drones are capable of doing.
Hold on. I didn't see this because I had the text up. Saw something about string tech. Maybe I was on the wrong page or something. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Hold on. Here it is. Robert Segal, how about the first stringing block design for drone stringing technology taking off? We've developed a new, from LinkedIn. He left the edge. Hey, Robert. See, I'm sorry I did not see this, but he left a chat on LinkedIn. I've developed a new power industry tool for a drone to easily snap in a small line that pulls in a large rope that pulls in a new conductor. This block is made by Meta Design and Manufacturing. Okay, Robert Segal, thank you for putting that. I just happened to see this. I didn't know in our personal chat.
Thank you, Gary.
Yes, thank you, Gary, and thank you, Robert Segal, for putting that down. I'm going to look into that. I have your name here. I'm going to check that out. Maybe we could do a story on that next week.
Lawrence, I just wanted to have one more thing here.
It's that time.
For 10% off on all Nanook products, please use Phantom Flight 10. If you need to protect any drones that you have, any drones, new drones coming out, any drones that you might have existing, any drones coming out, that Mavic 4 Pro is coming out. They may have a case for it for your Fly War combo and for your standard. Check them out. They do custom cases. There's a link in the description. Check it out. Nanook.
Yes, and with that, unfortunately, it's that time, guys.
Is it? Anything you want to
It's
say?
that time, bro.
The wonderful people.
Yeah, be safe, fly safer.
Yes,
That's
guys, it is springtime. Get out there, fly your drones, exercise your wings, have fun, and we'll see you next week because we got a few things going on.
Next week, Dan.
We got
worship during the
Dan,
FPV segment.
We got Dan the Man, I Fix Shit, drone worship coming on here to terrorize the drone community. And we also going to have Ryan LaTourette because there's a few crazy things going on out there in a few states out there with drone laws. And he's coming to talk to us all about it. So we got a big show coming up next week. Don't forget to come back and hang out with us. And we'll see you next time with those guys. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.